Hey, what's up, wrestling fans? The speculation is swirling around tonight about what is the big surprise for Tony Khan. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you about that. But anyway, I hope you guys hit that like button, sub button. You know the deal. You got to be subbed. I'm going to be live tonight after AEW Dynamite to talk about this. But let's speculate. I've put out multiple polls, and I'm going to tell you the results of those polls. I'm going to show you the results of those polls. There's been so much speculation on who this person is going to be, who this mystery person is going to be. And in fact, I put out a Twitter poll that's still active as we speak. Now, in some of the polls, I only gave you 4 options because that's all you can have on Twitter. So there's 4 options right there. Keith Lee, Bray Wyatt, Ryback, Shane McMahon, or Triple H. I even gave Shane and Triple H 2 different people. Shane McMahon and Triple H actually beat out Ryback so far with 71 votes. Bray Wyatt is in second with 22%. And most of you guys believe that it is indeed Keith Lee, 47% saying Keith Lee. One of the reasons why a lot of people do think it's Keith Lee is because they've been posting pictures on their honeymoon celebration and things like that from this beach or whatever. However, people were suspect of this with them trying to say, hey, look, we're on a honeymoon somewhere else. And then also looking at the pictures being very familiar to a honeymoon or to a trip they already took. Take a look at this. Now, I thought something was up with this immediately as well, and several other people have pointed this out also, but the first time I saw the proof actually kind of highlighted and circled was Macho Beard on Twitter, who found a picture of the same area with Mia Yim wearing the same outfit with the same hair dye. Her hair dye is literally at the same levels. You know, hair dye fluctuates quite a bit, but her hair is at the same levels as it is. In all of these photos where she's tweeting, hey, we're out celebrating our honeymoon thing. Wow, we're not at AEW. But if you look at the hair, see her hair right there? It's very similar. It's almost the same exact right there as this picture right here. Why is that important? Why is her hair being the same in this picture important to the other picture? Well, because this picture that I'm showing you now, from what looks to be the same bikini and location, is from August 2020. So that is, according to this proof that's been discovered by Macho Beard, why would you say you're there doing this celebration? So very strange. So I already thought Keith Lee was the person showing up. To me, this kind of puts that exclamation point on that it is 100% Keith Lee. Why do people want to spend so much time trying to figure this out? I don't know. Just have fun and enjoy whoever it is and try to take it easy. Because I have a feeling that some people are going to be disappointed if it's anybody less than Bray Wyatt. Unless it was Triple H or Shane McMahon, which it's not going to be. I mean, let's not be ridiculous. But let's go to the Patreon poll, too, because I also put out a Patreon poll for you guys. And here's what you're saying on Patreon. On Patreon, guys, you believe it is going to be Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has won the poll. Somebody from New Japan is it was in second. Now it's actually lower. So the Patreon poll is interesting too, and that is developing as well. That only has 20 votes, and more are still going down. A lot of people think it's Jeff Hardy as well, and they haven't really weighed in. But going back to Patreon, some of you decided to give your lists as well. People like SITH NEGAN. I'm saying one of the 4 people. Keith Lee, number 1. Killer Kross, number 2. Jeff Hardy, number 3. John Morrison, Johnny Mundo, number 4. I think that would be, most of those would be a letdown. Colonel Stutters says Hardy's non-compete ends March 10th. John Morrison non-compete ends February 14th, FYI. Demo Town says, I know it's been said that he still has some time, no compete, but I really do think it's Jeff Hardy, says Demo. And Kermack at the top says, Jeff Hardy or Swerve Scott. Isaiah Swerve Scott, right? Or Jeff Hardy. I think all of those would be disappointments to me, so I don't know how you guys would feel about it, but I've got another poll, by the way. I've got even more polls. I also asked a separate poll on Twitter. So the first poll has Keith Lee being the guy, and in a second poll I have Killer Kross, someone from New Japan, and Braun Strowman. And with Tony Khan just continuously mentioning the Forbidden Door is opening, it makes me wonder if it's not somebody from New Japan. What if it's somebody crazy from New Japan, like Okada or Ibushi? What if it's somebody like that? Can you imagine that? What if it's someone we're not expecting? I don't know. And what if Keith Lee is signed, but they're purposely putting out these tidbits to mess with people because he's not going to be there. It's going to be something else. And maybe he's going to be there as well. I don't know. What do you guys think? But either way, I'm going to be live tonight with this news. What I want you to do right now is I want you to put your best guess. I want you to put down who you... I want you to put down who you think it's going to be. Give me your list. Give me your numbers, whatever. And if you want to support my channel, use a super thanks down below, and I will pin the top super thanks person to the top of this comment section where you'll get all kinds of love, and you'll get molested by people in the comments, and you'll get the thumb. But more importantly, guys, you'll support my channel, and you'll keep this stuff going. I can't tell you enough how much we need the support. If you want to support, please do it. If you like what I do, you think the content we provide here is decent enough for you, think about dropping a few bucks, and the top person will be pinned down below. So if you are that person, make sure you say something wild because it's going to be pinned to the top of the comment section. It's going to get a lot of views. Probably like 500 to a couple thousand people will see your comment. So make sure if you love, if you want to advertise Jimmy's Razors, that you make a mention of Jimmy's Razors when you do that and you buy a spot. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. And thank you so much to the $25 producers, man. You guys have gone above and beyond to be $25 producers. Here they are right now, guys. Plus, don't forget, I'm going to be live after AEW tonight. We're going to be reacting to who the big surprise is tonight from Tony Khan and so much more live for the AEW review. As always, every Wednesday night, it's the Joe Cronin Show, and here's your $25 producers, baby. They're going above and beyond. That's right, baby. We're talking about Skittles, $25 a month producer, supporter of the Joe Cronin Show. You are a beast producer, Skittles. Back to the Future 3. Man, I love that movie, but I want a fourth. Craig Dubbies. Actually, please never do that. That would really destroy everything. Red Poison, Brian Jardine, Alan Stober. We got Shell, Colonel Stutters, Dion Edwards, and of course, Guz617, the Cold Brew Crew, the man who's been a supporter forever, and he's back, baby. He's back. That's right. He is the man himself. 6535 plus SITH NEGAN, the top dog himself, the biggest man, the Lord, the Emperor, thy sexual beast and fellow Fear Factory fan, V-Man below SITH NEGAN. By the way, SITH NEGAN is the top supporter, guys. If you can... Anybody can beat him. I don't know if they can. Nikki J, the weed god. Nikki J, always trucking on his YouTube channel and running people over with his giant trucks. Plus, Drew Bar 100, CJ Rella, Matt Rossmeyer, Alex O'Donnell, Jason Tarr, and of course, last but not least, some OGs here, Kalel Bama, Stars Scream, and the man himself, J.D. Venom. What would we do without those crazy-ass $25 producers every month here on the Joe Cronin Show? You can become a patron for $1 a month, and if you do, and you become a patron for at least $2 to $5 a month, you're going to get access to all the tons of different podcasts that we've done over the last 7 years here on Patreon. And on Patreon, well, I guess it'd be there on Patreon because we're not there. 90% of the stuff on Patreon has never been heard on YouTube for the most part. I mean, we're talking about over 200 episodes of Morning Madness with me, where I do this morning show. Morning Madness, going back 5-6 years. The podcasts with me and my wife, Till Death Do Us podcast. All my song parodies, that's 200 song parodies. My podcasts that I've done with other people, After Dark and things like that with Jesse, all kinds of hidden stuff about the world, the universe, science, weird stuff, crazy over-the-top shit we couldn't even do on YouTube, plus the Corrupted podcast, classics, with some great individuals and some great co-hosts and former people that have been amazing over the years. Relive it all on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. When you become at least a $2 or $5 patron, you get almost everything. $10 VIP gets you that gets you everything, let's be honest. But if you want to go above and beyond and be a producer and get your name down below forever, plus get access to these shout-outs like this, then you got to become a $25 producer, man, and you're really keeping the show on the air more than anybody else, man. So I appreciate you guys so much. We couldn't do this without you guys going to that level. We seriously, really, really need, I'm not going to lie, we need like 100 new patrons. We've lost 100 patrons over the last 7 months because of COVID and other reasons, but, you know, we've gained a bunch of patrons as well, but we could really use another 100 patrons in the $1 to $5 categories. That's quite a bit. So if you've been thinking about it or whatever, now's the time, man. It's do or die here on this show. And thank you to, also want to say thank you to KN Spielberg for going to the $5 spot. He's a new patron. Patrick Crawford coming back in the $1 spot. And Mecca Sandwich for coming into the $5 spot as well. And everybody else, make sure you guys select a tier. If you're a patron, select a tier. That way you get that, you get all those rewards of that tier. Because if you become a $17 patron and you don't select the $10 tier, you'll actually miss all the $10 alerts on Patreon. That's stupid, but they haven't fixed it yet. Hell, it took Patreon 5 years to make a search button to search for things by name. So, you know, hey, they're getting to it eventually, but it is what it is. Go there now and feel free to vote on the poll if you're going to Patreon right now. The poll is up. It's actually free. So if you guys want to vote, it's free to go to Patreon, my Patreon right now. There's some free stuff on there. Follow me for free there. View some of the free stuff for free and see if it's for you, man. Take a chance. $5 a month. Tell me if you like it and what you want to see. I'll be there to try to help out and provide the content. And I'm also working hard to get new shows to get up there as well, as I get with my new schedules and things like that. Here, you can also hear Leah's comments about Roman Reigns from 2015. I put that clip up earlier. It's a 6-minute clip of me and Leah playing Diablo, and during it we commented on Roman Reigns, and I think Leah's take on Reigns is pretty funny. Anyway, here's some other videos that are popping up that you might have missed, so check them out and keep watching my channel. Make sure you guys leave comments below on this video. What do you think? Who is showing up tonight? I will see you live after AEW Dynamite. Hit me up on Twitter at JCS Commentary.